day. I want you right now to open the page 138 in your student book, and open your page and we will learn about the German to identify the Germans' origin and some information from history. Okay, who are the Germans? One important civilization that later developed into several countries of modern Europe is Germany. The history of Germany can be traced from the Roman back to the Roman Empire when many people migrated to this area. So the people who are living in Germany right now, if you go back in history and try to find where did they come from, Aslan, they come from where? They come from Roman. They come from Roma. Okay? So the Roman Empire started where? Roman Empire started in Italy. In Rome, in Italy. That's why it's called Roman. So the people who came from the Roman Empire, we call them Romans, okay? Because they come from Rome, Italy. Now, the empire of the Romans, it spread around. It took some part of Europe, some part of Asia, some part of Africa. It was one of the strongest and the biggest empires ever. Now, the people of the Romans who lived in Italy and all the places around it, they went into the middle of Europe. When they went to the middle of Europe, they reach where they reach Germany, right here. This is Germany, okay? And they established what? They established a small kingdom in there. After a while, this kingdom grow to become what? To become empire. And thus they call it the Empire of the Germans. So their family, it's called Germans. And then when they came there, it was a small kingdom. And then after that, they made it an empire and they call it what? They call it Germany. And from that day until now, it's the same country and didn't change. We talk about history that has more than 300 years, more maybe 300 or 400 years. Yani the Germans, the origin of the Germans, if I ask you, where is the origin of the Germans? They come from the Romans. They come from the Romans. Okay, who was the first king that they have for that country? The first king that they have ever is called Henry the Fowler. Was the first king of Germany. During the Middle Ages, Germany evolved from a kingdom into an empire. After its loss in World War I, it became a democratic republic. So who is the first king they ever had? His name is Henry the Fowler.
The Fowler.
Okay, so the first king they have, his name is King what? Henry the Fowler. This is the first king that they ever had in that country. And as I told you, it was a small kingdom and then it grew to become what? To become empire of Germany. Okay, and then after that, it become empire until when? Until the World War One. When World War come, World War One. What is World War One? World War One, it's a war that started in 1914. And why we call it World War? Because all the countries or most of the countries of the world, they participated in this war. So all the countries, they were attacking each other and killing each other like a madness came to them. And the people started to kill each other, and the war lasted from 1914 until 1918. 4 years of killing each other.
What?
And how many people died at that?
That means they never slept?
No, they slept, of course, but it's 4 years. Yani how many days it lasted? 4 years. 4
so
years.
every day, in 4 years, they do war.
Yes. Every day
Wow.
for 4 years. How many people died in that war? 40 million people. 40 million people died in that war. So it was the biggest in history. The biggest.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, Tala.
What did they fight about?
They fight about, they want more lands at that time. Actually, the First
Oh,
World War, Germany was the one that she didn't attack first. Germany, it didn't attack first. Other people attack her. So she was defending itself. So Germany at that
oh,
time was
okay.
defending itself. It didn't want to attack other people. So it wasn't fair what happened to Germany. But one of the reasons why they attacked Germany, because they didn't want Germany to become empire anymore. They wanted Germany to be
The other
divided.
people,
Yes,
other like other countries,
yes, they want to divide it. Why? Because Germany was one of the biggest and strongest empires in Europe. And
and
it
they were
was really threatening for other people, like, for example, Britain, France. And if you know that Germany is so near of a France, and France at that time, it was empire also. So France didn't want Germany. Britain didn't want Germany. So other empires, they didn't want Germany, so that's why they attacked Germany. When they attacked Germany, of course, Germany, they have a long history. They will not be silent. So they wanted to defend themselves and to defend their history. What happened then? Those countries who attacked Germany, they make they become allied. يعني they become as a group against Germany. So it was France and Britain, and it was also Italy, and it was also who else? Who else? There was also America.
what?
Also
America also, there was a lot of
Japan. All of
people.
these places against Germany, Germany
Germany?
and Austria.
I feel bad for them.
Austria at that time also, it was a very big empire. It was called Austria-Hungary, which means that two countries was only with one country. Austria, it's a country. Hungary, it's a country. They become united and become empire. So the other empires right here wanted to divide Austria, Hungary, and they wanted to divide Germany. So that's why they made the First World War. What happened at that war is Germany was defeated. When Germany was defeated, they divided على طول. And it didn't become empire after that. After the defeat of First World War, it become from empire, it changed to be republic. Republic, which means they don't have a king right now or a royal family. No, they changed that system and it's become what? President with election. Election. So they changed the whole system of the country. How they did that? Because they defeated Germany. So Germany has long history in long history in the back years. And the first king they ever had, his name is Henry the Fowler. In 1871, when it became a republic, or when it became an empire in 1871, they declare it as empire. You see the date, يعني since a long time, maybe more than 300
Miss,
years.
are they
Germany was
still
declared
right
an
now an
empire.
empire?
What?
Are they until now an empire?
No. Now they are republic. خلاص, no empire anymore. Even for
Oh,
France and Austria and everybody, there is no empire except for Britain. And the empire family or the royal family in Britain, they don't rule anymore. They're just there as a name. But who rules
oh,
is the president. His name is Johnson.
yeah.
Okay. Germany was declared an empire in the Palace of Versailles. The empire included 25 states. You see how big is Germany? It has at that time 25 states inside that empire. So it was a very big country at that time. Let's go for the next page, 139. In the early 1930s, people in Germany were unhappy. The World War economic depression had left many people without jobs. Many never forgot Germany's humiliating defeat during the World War I, and the Germans lacked confidence in their weak government, the Weimar Republic. Those conditions enabled Adolf Hitler and his party, the National Socialist German Workers' Party, also known as the Nazi Party, to rise to power. In 1933, Hitler was appointed a chancellor and the head of the German government. Many Germans believed that he would save their nation. However, the Nazis failed in their policies, and this failure caused another world war in which Germany was defeated and it was divided then into two parts, West Germany and East Germany. Germany wasn't returned until 1990. So actually, if you go back to the history of Germany, it's so sad. Why? Because people around that empire, they didn't want her to be an empire. Everybody is attacking her. This is the map of Germany. Germany in the middle right here as the green color, and it used to have the green and the yellow color. Yani all of this Germany. You see right here, this is Britain. It's in the west of Germany. And if you go down, you will find this is Spain. And here you will find Italy right here. And if you come here to the left right side, you will find here France and Hamburg. So there's a lot of countries around that all of these countries, they didn't want the power and the authority for German, because if Germany has the power, they will conquer all of these places because they know how strong are the people of Germany. They are one of the strongest people around the world, the German countries. So it was always attacked during history, and nobody wanted that country to become something big. Now let's see, and let's talk about the middle. Let's talk about the World War. Ah, this is the World War. Yes. No, this is not the World War. Just a second. So first, at the World War One, what happened at the World War One, my girls, that all the countries, as I told you, attacked Germany at that time because they wanted to divide it and to change it from empire to republic, and they succeed with that. So Germany was defeated in the First World War that ended at 1918. Now it was defeated. It was changed from empire to republic. Not only this, but they made it traitory. Traitory, it means what? It means they made them write like agreements between Germany and those countries who were allied. And they made this agreement, and they said, now we defeat you. Since you are defeated, then Germany, you are responsible to pay the money for all the other countries who made that you defeat yourself against. يعني Germany was defending itself from these countries. But after the end of the First World War, all these countries went to broke because the World War lasted for 4 years and the people didn't work at that time. They didn't have farms at that time. They just used to kill each other. So what happened? They said, خلاص, the World War is finished right now. Then you, Germany, because you are the defeated one now and you are the weakest, so you are responsible to pay money for us. Money for whom, طيب? For all the other countries, France, Britain, America, all of these countries pay for us. Why? Well, because you caused a lot of people to die, and in the meanwhile, there's no money for us, so you are responsible to pay for us right now. And
But
does Germany have the choice to say no at that time? No, they can't.
no.
They can't say no. Why? Because they are defeated. If they refuse, then they will conquer the whole Germany and took it. So Germany has to say yes, okay,
But
and to sign on that paper.
it's
Now
not
it's not fair. Yes, just bear with me just a second. Now this
okay.
is in 1980. Now the people in Germany were so sad and angry of the results of that war, and they remained about 20 years paying the debts for other countries. Okay, and they were working, but the money will not go for them, it will go for the other countries, and Germany has to pay that for 20 years until a man came to the authority. His name is Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler, he was a soldier in the World War One. He saw what happened in the World War One, and he knows the history of Germany. He felt so sad that Germany has to pay money for those people who attacked them, and in the meanwhile, they want to divide the country. So Adolf Hitler, he came and he has another party with him, another party, and which means another group of people who supported him. Those group of people, they were called the Nazi Party. Nazi Party أو الحزب النازي. What is the Nazi Party? Nazi Party, those were people who are originally from the Romans. يعني their families are noble families. Those Nazi parties, they said, we once were a kingdom, and we were an empire that came from Romans, and now we are paying money for others. This is not us, and we are noble families. We have to defeat those who defeat us. So they elected Adolf Hitler from a soldier to make him president. Now it's a republic, as I told you, صح? So they have the time and the choice to choose whoever they want to be the president. So who they choose? They chose
Nazi.
Adolf Hitler. His name is Adolf Hitler. Okay, this is Adolf
Oh,
Hitler. This is a
Adolf
picture of him.
Hitler.
Okay,
Okay.
Adolf Hitler, when he came, he said he made speeches for all the army and the military that he has, and he said, now we have. He made the first. What he did, he made a lot of weapons, new weapons, and he made the army stronger than before. And then he was ready. He said, now we have the time and we have the army to attack the other people who attacked us. So now we are going to declare a second war. Second war against who? Second war against the people who took from our lands. So he started to make the war by attacking the countries near of him, to take a land from here, a land from here, a land from there, and there, and there, to make his country bigger. Now the other countries like France, Sweden, America, Britain, all of them, they are seeing what's happening in Germany and they are attacking other countries, but they couldn't say anything because they were afraid if they are trying to interfere, there will be another world war. And the people had so many losses in the First World War, so nobody tried to speak and say anything. Now Germany was attacking from here and there until it grow up to be so big country. And Adolf becomes stronger and stronger. The more he becomes stronger, the more he wanted more. And he said, now, because I'm so stronger and have a strong army like this, wallahi, I will conquer the whole Europe. I will not take only Germany. I will take whole Europe and it will be mine. And I will be the king upon us and all of those people. And nobody will stand in my face. Not only this, but he make alliance with Italy. He said to Italy, would you like to join me or to be against me? Italy said, no, please let me join you. I want to be with the strongest. So Italy went with Germany. Italy also helped Germany at that time to take some parts of other places. And Italy went to Africa to take some parts of Africa, like Ethiopia and Libya. Also from the east came Japan. Japan also, she said, okay, I want to be with the strongest. Can I be allied with you? He said, yeah, of course, come ahead. And they made agreement, Japan, Italy, and Germany, to become allied with each other, to attack the other countries. And it started like this. Other countries right now, they found that Germany, it's extended and it expand more and more and more. Now, if they let Germany do that, then it will swallow the whole Europe. Then who stand to say no? The same old enemies. France, Britain, Russia, and America. They make alliance also against Hitler and they try to attack each other. Now this war lasted for how many years? This war started from 1939 until 1954. It lasted for 6 years, and this time it killed 70 million people.
What?
Died.
Because it lasted for more.
Because it lasted for more, and now they have more advanced weapons that it killed more people. So
At
now the
least,
war was biggest and more nasty. So it killed more people than before, than other war. And this war, the World War II, this is the World War II. This is the
okay.
biggest in history. يعني nothing
Oh.
else came like this war in history.
But
Now,
like they were just four
if we have a
countries.
third
They were
war right now, it will be like a disaster for all the earth, and it will be bigger than the World War II. Why? Because the people right now, they have more weapons, that and they have more technologies that will kill more people. Like, for example, the atomic bomb, we have the nuclear bomb. This bomb, it can kill thousands of people and millions of people in a matter of seconds. So we have more weapons that now it's very smart weapons that it can kill more people and will be more disastrous than the one that we have in the World War II. However, if we go back to history, to World War II, Adolf Hitler, when all the other countries make alliance against him and they fight him back, again he lost. But when he lost, he killed himself. He couldn't bear the defeat, and his Germany, his country right now, were divided, two parts of the country. One part they call it East Germany, and the other part they call it West Germany. Why طيب it was divided? Because the alliance didn't want Germany to become strong again. They said, if we want to divide this country, then we have to divide it. We have to make some people alliance with us and some people hate us. Then if the people attack each other between themselves, then they will not have the time to attack us in the outside. And this is what happened. They made what? They made two parts of the Germany, one called East side and one called West side. And the people in here hated the people in here, and the people in here hated the people in here, and they tried to attack and kill each other. It lasted from 1945 like this, 1945 until 1990. There was a big wall that they built between the two parts. Imagine, there was a big wall that they put it in between the two parts, the east and the west. They call this wall, they call it Berlin Wall.
Mrs. Is it here until now?
Yeah, no, they took it down, alhamdulillah. Finally, I will show you the pictures of that. It's really horrific. Like, they divided the country and
But
they,
like they let it the people to be like undivided from each other.
yes, they
Like
let the
they
people divided
let
from each
them.
other, and the people from this side couldn't go to the other side. And the people from this side, yani if you have your family on the other side, you can't see them. It's not allowed. If you
What?
go there, they will kill you. And the people from here, if they want to come in here for university or to get married or to see their friends or family, they will be killed. And it lasted for more than 30 years, like this situation, until 1999. The people come to the wall and they break it. They say, "Khalas, we had enough. We can't take it anymore." You see, all the people, they were just drawing on it, freedom. Please let us see each other. We are just one country. Why you are doing this to us? And the people used to draw
Mm.
on it, to write on it, just to have it as a place to put all of their anger, until one day they can't bear it anymore, and they said, if the government wouldn't do it, then we will come to do it. They bring all axes and hammers and some machines, and they started to cut in that wall, until the people bring it down. The people bring it down, you see. When they opened some part of it, the people just went like insane from this part to this part, to see each other and to salute each other and to say, we are only one country, don't do that again. And nobody can stand in front of them. Khalas, when that wall came down, the people came like so insane because they were eager to see each other. And the government, when the government saw this, they said, Khalas, we will be united and we will be one country. And thus it became the country of Germany as we know it right now. In 1990, in 1990, it became Germany as we know it. And now they have one president that ruled the whole country. Nowadays, Germany is one of the strongest countries around Europe. And again, everybody is threatened and scared from that sleepy giant who is Germany. that one day if they will wake, maybe they will come again to swallow the whole Europe. So that's why it's one of their missions to not let this Germany come again, to wake up again, and to let the people just work in their place, don't go outside, and don't attack other people. Now, flip the page to take the last part. What is Germany capital city? Is Berlin. Berlin is the capital city of Germany. One of its main rivers is the Danube River in Germany. The highest mountains that separate it from Switzerland, it's called the Alps Mountains. These are I want to show you this. You have to see it. Alps Mountains are the mountains that separate uh, Germany from what? From Switzerland. These are the Alps Mountain. It's one of the most beautiful mountains and places over the world. These are the mountains that you can see in the map right here. It separates
They're in
Germany
France.
from what? From Switzerland. This is Switzerland. There's mountains between them.
It's in France, this mountain,
Like
I
a
know.
picture. Okay, the president of the Federal Republic of Germany is Frank-Walter Steinmeier. Today, it is one of the leading countries in Europe in terms of economy. The currency used in Germany, it's the euro. Okay, what they use as currency, it's euro. This is the currency that they have. We have real, America, they have dollar. There they have what? Euro. This is the euro, their currency. Some of its most important cities are the cities of Munich, Hamburg, Frankfurt. Germany is famous for brown coal and copper. Many of its trees are cut for paper and furniture industries. The Germans have various famous traditional and customs. One of them is applied during the 1st of May, when people throughout Germany celebrate the end of cold season. Colorful customs and tradition get people to their houses. So there's a festival, very famous festival in Germany. It's the end of the end of the winter. They call it the spring festival, or the end of the cold season, where all the people come with customs that comes from the folklore of Germany. This is the customs that the people used to wear in the past. The women would wear like skirts, and very long skirts, and very decent dresses, and the men will use something like shirts or skirts also, and they will wear a hat, and the people will come with these customs outside to the street, and they will make a festival and dancing and be happy all the time until the time finish of the festival. This is some information about Germany. I hope that you liked it. What do you think about the lesson until now? Is it fun?
Yeah.
Yes, very nice.
Now you visited Germany. I hope that you enjoy, and inshallah next time we'll
Yes,
take another country.
I went to Munich when I was like small.
That's nice. Munich and Frankfurt and Berlin. It's one of the best cities around the world, mashallah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, girls, I will see you inshallah later. Remember that today we have a graded online work. So you will open the website with me, inshallah, and to do it inside the class.
Okay.
So prepare yourself. So bye bye, girls. I will see you later, inshallah. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.